ladies, I'm here on the show, and Mets Braves in the 6th inning right now, but I just want to do an NFL news before I recap the Braves game tonight and then watch Monday Night Football. I'm just recapping sales lines. Hell with Miami and Tennessee tonight. But yeah, let's talk about some NFL, some actives and inactives for tonight's Dolphins-Titans game. QB Skylar Thompson, who is inactive, is the emergency third quarterback, so he's inactive. Raheem Mostert, once again, is out, I believe, for third straight week. Defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons, is inactive for the Titans, but L'Jarius Sneed is active. This game is going to be awful, ladies and gentlemen. At least there's no Skylar Thompson. But this game is going to be like 10-9, or for some reason, it's going to be a freaking high-scoring game. But yeah, no Jeffrey Simmons tonight, but L'Jarius Sneed's active. But how Skylar Thompson lost his freaking job again. Wide receiver Rashee Rice, he's feared to suffer a torn ACL. He's out indefinitely as he undergoes testing, but it's most likely a torn ACL. Yeah, Mahomes threw interception. He on a freak accident hit his knee, and it's feared he could have a tore ACL. And I could see the Chiefs at the trade deadline considering trading for a wide receiver, because Hollywood Brown, who they got in the offseason, is out for the year. Rashee Rice is going to be out for the year. I feel like they have to, but I don't think, do they though? I mean, they won last year without having an elite receiver. Watch them go out and get Darius Slate and make him good. I don't know. It makes sense if they were to trade for another receiver though. So Tom Pelissero, Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is considered day-to-day with an oblique and abdominal strains, and he has a shot to play this week against the #Jaguars, sources said after today's test. So some good news overall after he left in Sunday's win against Pittsburgh. I mean, they should just let Joe Flacco play. I mean, yeah, I know he's a 22-year-old quarterback with upside, but he gets injured too much. And from what I've seen this year, he hasn't impressed me. So this Colts offense appears to have dodged two major injuries. We had another injury as well. Running back Jonathan Taylor's high ankle sprain is mild, so it's mild ankle sprain per Ian Rappaport, and no major injury for Richardson either. Those two, so both will be evaluated throughout the week, but they should be able to play next week. But I mean, the offense looked better with Flacco. I'm not sure about Anthony Richardson, man. Browns star running back, we talked about yesterday how he's expected to return to practice this week, and Browns coach Kevin Stefanski confirmed that running back Nick Chubb is expected to practice Wednesday. So it's huge for the Browns getting their best player back on offense. Nick Chubb, hopefully he comes back in the next few weeks. So, the Jets situation, we haven't talked about this in a little bit, but the Jets situation with Hassan Reddick still has no resolution, and some wondered if New York could trade him back to the Eagles. Turns out, per the NFL rules, that's not possible. Teams can't trade a player and then reacquire him via trade until 2 years elapse, and Reddick won't head back to Philly. Why trade for him before sorting that out? Because it's the freaking Jets. But also, why hold out if you're going to lose $14 million while also being fined $6 million though? So. But there's the NFL rule book. I don't know. Why would you trade for him and not sign him to something you knew he wanted? But I don't know. He should just come back. So yeah, Rashee Rice was ruled out yesterday, feared to have a serious and significant knee injury. And Chiefs coach Andy Reid told reporters today he's still undergoing tests, an indication that full answers may not come out today, but safe to say he's out indefinitely. So he's probably still getting tests. But yeah, I say he's probably be out. Looked like a really serious injury. So Panthers standout linebacker Shaq Thompson, who was playing his best football, is believed to have torn his Achilles and is out for the season, sources say. So, man, it's a bad injury, just bad timing, because he was a center of their defense. And it's time for Trevin Wallace to step up, Kentucky legend. And Shaq Thompson posted on Instagram. He knows that most people think he's going to retire. And he said, "Ah ha ha ha, yeah right." He said he'll be back. So no quit for Shaq Thompson. So Tyler Beatty passed out, collapsed on the sideline yesterday. He flew home to the same commercial flight. Somebody on Twitter with the Twitter handle Brandon Crystal. Prezadel, how you say that name? And he was on the same flight as him. So it's good news. He flew home last night, which is a good sign. So a good thing. Seems like he's okay. They're promising young running back. He has full movement of his arms and legs, and is back in Denver with the team. So that's it's scary when that happens in a football game. When he just collapsed. But he's good. I think he was just from play before. He was probably concussed or something. So Patriots coach Jerome Mayo, he had a morning news conference with reporters. He said Jacoby's 100% our starter, and that's how we're going to look at this going forward. I guess he doesn't want to sacrifice Drake May yet, but you're going to have to play him soon. But when do you start him? I mean, I don't even know if Jacoby Brissett wants to start at this point. But I also understand you don't want to throw your franchise quarterback into the fold with an offensive line with the offensive line play you have. Can't blame him. We already talked about this. Raheem Mostert, who was listed as questionable because of his chest injury, is not expected to play tonight against the Titans. So yeah, seems about right. With the Dolphins, they gotta start using Jalen Wright the way they used Shane last year. So Packers wide receiver Christian Watson, he got hurt. He suffered a high ankle sprain and lost to the Vikings. He's expected to miss multiple weeks per Ian Rappaport. So no fracture, but it's a high ankle sprain. This guy's always injured and it sucks. Like, he doesn't suck. Like, he's good when he's healthy. It's just that's the problem. He can never stay healthy. Just can't catch a break. So, per Adam Schefter, story via Todd Archer. So, my Dallas Cowboys, Michael Parsons has not missed a game due to injury at any level of football. But it's looking more likely that he'll miss the first game his first game on Sunday because of a high left ankle sprain. Man, this injury bug around the league just has no limits in 2024. There's what little our defense still has. I know Mike hasn't had a good start to the year, but man, could have used him for that game against Pittsburgh. The Seahawks have elevated outside linebacker Tyus Bowser and defensive tackle Quinton Bohanna from their practice squad to the active roster for tonight's game in Detroit. So, Bills head coach Sean McDermott says QB Josh Allen is sore but should be fine if he took a big hit last night. Leading wide receiver Khalil Shakir is sore and they will evaluate his availability throughout the week. I think those two players will be fine. Some injury updates there on the Bills. The Dolphins elevated wide receiver D. Eskridge to their active roster for tonight's game versus the Titans. Oh, I know that guy. Former Seahawk. So, former first-round pick linebacker Rashawn Evans is returning to Atlanta, and he is signing with the Falcons practice squad per source. I guess it's a good depth pickup. The NFL concluded its investigation of former Jaguars kicker Brandon Manus and determined there was insufficient evidence to support a finding that a violation of the personal conduct policy occurred per sources. McManus will not face any league discipline and he's free to sign with any team. Now that the league has cleared him, McManus could soon have a new NFL home per source. So the investigation, if you don't remember, he was supposedly drunkenly making sexual passes at two flight attendances when he was in Jacksonville, allegedly. I don't know about if this is true or not. I'm not sure about explicit details, but he's probably not at all immune from a heavy civil lawsuit and coughing up potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars. But probably more digging to be done. I don't know if he did this or not. I wasn't there. He was accused of sexual assault, I think. But I don't know. I don't know if this is over yet. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. Per Jeremy Fowler, Steelers starting guard James Daniels suffered an Achilles tear Sunday against Indy per source. He'll be out for the season, so tough blow for a steady starter up front. They have, 3 offensive line injuries where people have been out for the year. They've lost their entire right side, man. Like, their freaking offensive line on the right side is freaking killed. Not actually. But it's going to be... Hopefully my Dallas Cowboys can get some pressure on Sunday, finally. But hopefully they'll all recover. Have speedy recoveries. So Adam Schefter, he reported up stuff there from Tom Pelissero. So if you have any more from Mr. Pelissero here. Now the Giants worked out veteran QB C.J. Beathard. Oh great, another trash quarterback. So Adam Schefter talking through Ian Rappaport, see if anything from Mike Garofalo. We had some thing from Jeremy Fowler there. Bunch of news here to start. See if we have stuff from JP Football here, and that'll probably be it for this video. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua is expected to be out at least another month, and Cooper Kupp should be out for at least the next 2 games per Jay Glazer. So it looks like Cooper Kupp should be back, and probably like after 2 games, and Cooper Kupp will be out for another month. So per rap sheet, Steelers quarterback Russell Wilson is not expected to start for the Steelers next week, despite being close to full health per rap sheet. It just doesn't make sense why I keep hearing this every week. Russell Wilson, questionable. He's not going to play. He's not going to start unless Justin Fields gets hurt. He's not going to play unless he gets hurt. Fields has been getting better and better each week. So yeah, that's all the NFL news. That's all the NFL news I have to really talk about here, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, until next time, have a lot. Peace. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. See you for the Mets Braves Game 2 recap.